On se retrouve pour la suite de Greedfall. J'avais trop hâte de continuer. Du coup, juste après, notre évasion de la prison. Comment en apprendre un peu plus. Un nouveau point d'attribut.
My friends, this is where we part ways. I'll lead these people to safety and meet you on the other side of the border.
You're leaving the caravan?
They have a long way to go before they reach...
Vous avez un personnage en attente. Retirez un personnage de votre équipe pour continuer. Ok. Lui, en vrai, j'aimerais bien le retirer. Pourquoi? Parce que c'est un peu le plus faible de l'équipe, dans le sens où il a moins d'armure, parce qu'il il est à l'arc, donc il se fait facilement tuer. Et aussi parce qu'on perd pas mal de points avec lui si t'es gentil. Donc il est un peu chiant. Et comme j'ai vu que nos dialogues pouvaient influencer avaient un impact sur leur survie, je vais éviter d'avoir trop de moins avec lui, donc allez, au revoir. On valide.
Those cursed monkeys are everywhere around here. Stay on your guard. My contact usually waits a little further up the river, so as not to be seen from the village.
Je sais pas si vous préférez que je lise ou pas quand il parle comme ça. Mais des fois, j'ai pas trop le temps. Ok, là, du coup, je visite un peu. Ok. Pister. Pourquoi? Oh. Minerai de cuivre, alcool blanc. Ok.
The weather's nice today, isn't it?
Nacre fossile. Pour l'instant, je sais pas trop encore ça va me servir à quoi, mais plus tard ça peut être utile.
Are you lost? Salutations, stranger.
Salutation. Ok, ok.
Strange. He should be here by now.
Ah, j'avais raison.
Let's take a look around. Maybe he's moved a bit farther away. Or maybe something's happened to him.
Ok.
Look, there are signs of a struggle here.
Someone must have attacked our contact.
The trail goes this way. There's a trail leading away from here. Look.
C'est super utile, piste. Voilà, je serais même pas partie par là, non? Enfin, au bout d'un moment, si, mais... Au moins, ça évite de faire perdre du temps, c'est cool, ça.
Ugh, I can't do it.
Bon. J'imagine que c'est par là.
I see tracks over here.
Ça va, je m'en sors pas trop mal.
Ugh, I can't do it.
Ok, gauche ou droite? C'est la question. Selon la carte, alors je dirais bien gauche. par rapport au point de... Enfin, de la louche. Je pense que je vais monter par là. Ça m'a plutôt bien réussi tout à l'heure. Ah, je suis juste à côté. Y'a rien? Ça marche peut-être pas à tous les coups du coup. Ouais. Là ça n'a pas trop fonctionné. Quoique c'est peut-être en hauteur. Bon.
We're missing something to make this work.
Explosif de grande puissance. Oh. Déjà les moyennes puissances étaient dures à trouver, alors grande. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh là! Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? Ah ben je l'ai trouvé. Non? Oh! Ok, j'ai pas eu de -1 sur une faction, donc c'est plutôt rassurant. Oh là, une échelle et tout. Mince. Où est-ce qu'elle mène? Les choses pas nettes ici. Oh. Je crois que je me suis éloignée de mon objectif. On peut rien en faire, c'est bizarre. Ils ont pas fait cet endroit pour rien. Buste. What? Ok. Bah, ça me servira sûrement, j'imagine. Si je vois pas trop en quoi pour l'instant. En tout cas, ça va pas m'aider à trouver notre pote. Et du coup, je me suis un peu perdue. Aussi, la zone, elle est immense. C'est une dinguerie. Et puis, si ça se trouve, je cherche tout là, alors que c'est par là. Enfin, on va fouiller le moindre recoin pour être sûr. Un campement. Oh là. Coucou. Ok. Qu'est-ce qui cache? Ah, faut que j'arrête de prendre les pelles. Hein. Plastron de guerrier. Ça, à mon avis, si on tire dessus, ça pète. Ils en ont mis des pièges. Ok. Du coup, moi je suis où? Je suis là. Non. Non, du coup, je suis arrivée. Ouais, où je continue par là. C'est quoi ça? Cyste cotonneux. Ah, ça a creusé ici. Potion, alcool, soufre. C'est gigantesque. C'est impossible de le retrouver. Je vous en prie, quelqu'un me sorte de là. Oh, bah nickel. On l'a trouvé, je crois. Il est où, lui, déjà? C'est où le help? Je l'ai perdu, non? Un peu plus bas. Cette guerrière est peut-être très brave, mais face à tous ces bestioles, elle risque la mort. Nous devrions lui porter notre assistance. Montre-leur qui nous sommes.
My friends, you were valiant companions in battle. I do not know whether my valor would have been sufficient to repel them without your providential arrival. The wilderness is full of monsters and challenges for those seeking to prove their worth.
Who are you?
I am a knightess, and I'm looking for legendary quests and feats to accomplish. I hope one day to equal in bravery the legendary knight Heinrich.
Heinrich? Really? Is that what brought you here? Are you planning to conquer a fortress on your own?
Well, why not? But I was trying to complete a first quest beforehand. A noble quest, of course.
What are you doing in these ruins? As you may have noticed, they are rather dangerous.
This is where my search has led me. It is here that I'm conducting my first quest. You see, among my many readings, I have taken the time to study the life and exploits of General Aleko. It talks about his tomb in great detail. I don't understand how no one thought to look for it earlier. It was quite clear. However, it's very literal. Still, I hoped to find his weapon, the legendary sword, as loaded with symbols as Heinrich's bow itself. Alas, I now realize it wasn't my destiny. Without your intervention, these horrible beasts would have slain me. So it's only fair that you continue this quest for me. You, who have defeated the guardians of this sacred place.
I'm not sure I understand. You want us to finish this quest for you?
It is fate that has sent you to my aid. You are its chosen ones, those who must wield Aleko's weapon. Here, take this bull-faced statuette. Without it, you will not be able to open the door, sealing off his last place of rest. Find a flight of stairs. The tomb is at the top of them. Use the statuette and take what is rightfully yours.
Who is this Aleko you told us about?
Have you never heard of General Aleko or his deeds? Aleko was a general in the old days, when these ruins were still cities. After many epic battles against vile enemies, he united the peoples of the continent under his banner. He reigned as a just and good king, although he was a pagan, before he was struck down by a terrible evil. But his sword has retained all its power, that of bringing the people together as it did in the past. You now understand its importance.
Well, thank you. I wish you good luck for the future.
Thank you. I must now find a new quest, a new adventure to which my destiny responds. In Alima, perhaps. May the Enlightened's blessing be upon you.
I assure you,
Je vous rassure, on n'est pas tout aussi perché en tentant. Mais le traumatisme de la guerre laisse des traces sur certains et certaines. Ok.
As for this sword, it seems just as unbelievable to me as the
Dans
rest.
cette histoire d'esprit, ça m'a l'air tout aussi incohérent que le reste, mais c'est intriguant. Page du journal de la chevaleresse. Si j'en crois ma lecture du livre de la vie des exploits du général Aleko, son tombeau devrait se trouver dans la partie nord-est des ruines, voisine d'Eschiara, au sommet d'un grand escalier. Je ne comprends pas pourquoi les archéologues et autres chercheurs ne s'y sont pas essayés avant moi. C'était pourtant très clair. Pour en ouvrir la porte, il me suffira, quand j'y serai et que j'aurai vaincu les inévitables gardiens de l'endroit, de replacer la tête de taureau que j'ai découvert sur son socle. En effet, le passage dit clairement que les deux taureaux se faisaient face lorsque les visitants venaient se recueillir sur sa tombe. Bientôt, je tiendrai dans ma main brandi le glaive du fameux général et qui sait, peut-être arriverai-je à unir le continent, comme jadis il le fit.
It's intriguing.
Retrouver l'épée d'Aleko, ce serait une belle aventure. Mais il est vrai que nous ne sommes pas vraiment venus là pour ça. Bon. L'un n'empêche pas l'autre. Hein. Du coup, on vient de tuer les gardiens. Elle a dit. Donc c'est par là. Ouais. Si cet endroit est bien le tombeau d'Aleko, je ne sais pas si vous vous rendez compte, mais c'est comme d'entrer dans une légende. À ce point-là. So, petit anneau de fiançailles. On peut se fiancer dans le jeu. Glaive d'Aleko, cette épée très ancienne est étonnamment bien conservée. Le prince Aleko l'aurait brandi lorsqu'il conquit tout le sud de Gukan et constituant l'empire d'Astrée. On raconte que celui qui la trouvera et la brandira à nouveau saura réunir les peuples du continent, mais ce n'est bien sûr qu'une légende.
This sword looks really old. I can't believe it.
This weapon is perfectly balanced and still sharp despite the passage of time. I would be honored to wield it.
On veut la manier. Bon, du coup, bah, c'était pas ce que je recherchais, mais on a une quête facile. Peut-être par là. Ah non, ça a l'air d'être un cul-de-sac. Ouais. Bon, on a fait tout ça. Alors, on va redescendre. C'est quoi ça? Heather. C'est qui Heather? Sont où les ennemis?
Let's show them what we're made of.
Parce que je peux pas passer par là. Au secours que quelqu'un... Ah mais c'était même pas elle qui appelait à l'aide. Purée des pommes de terre. Du coup comment je fais pour y aller? Ah je passe par là. Ok pour l'instant je fais que... C'est que du aléatoire. Attends, ils abusent sur la taille de la zone de recherche. Ako, ouais, peut-être plus par là.
Somebody's there.
Quelqu'un enfin j'ai...
At last! I thought I'd starved to death in this hole.
What happened? What are you doing down there?
I fell. It was a stupid accident. Would you be so kind as to get me out of here?
You'd have to be either very distracted or half blind not to have seen that hole.
I suppose you could say I became absorbed by my thoughts. I'm a sculptor, you see. I came here to get inspired by these runes, and while I was marveling at these wonders, I wasn't really looking where I was going. Well, now that you know how absent-minded I am, could you get me out of here?
Lucky for you, we have a rope with us.
Oh, I guess I'm lucky in my misfortune. Look, just get me out of here and I'll be grateful. I've just finished a sculpture in the Astrian style that I'd be happy to give you. You can easily sell it for a good price, or keep it if you're a connoisseur.
Et envoyé d'accord.
Just hold on a minute while we secure it, and you can climb up here.
Thank you for helping me out of my little predicament. You're a true patron of the arts. The sculpture I promised you is back at my camp. You'd better come with me to get it.
We'll follow you.
I'm a man of my word. Here's the sculpture as promised. This is my finest work to date. It's inspired by these ruins and is in the purest Astrian style. It could pass for the real thing. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to make myself something to eat. I'm starving. Thank you for getting me out of that hole. Farewell.
Ok, donc c'était même pas la personne que je recherchais. Oh, il m'a envoyé tout à l'autre bout. Ah, il y a une porte déjà. Bien sûr que je ne sois pas très amateur de ce genre de commerce, je crois que ce sauvage ne me laisse pas le choix. Ah, j'ai enfin trouvé! C'est une dinguerie.
Hey up.
Looks like we won't be needing our prisoners' help after all. The savages come to us on their own, and in strange company.
Maybe it's another gang caught some of them too.
I can talk to them, if you like. I know how to deal with this breed of ne'er-do-well.
Laissez parler Ludwig, demandez aux bandits de libérer le pêcheur.
Since you offered, be my guest.
Gentlemen, madam, I bid you good day. Let me get straight to the point. You've detained someone we'd like to see released. This prisoner is a burden to you. You don't know what to do with him. And you're probably hoping to make some money by selling him into slavery. Well, how much?
I knew it. That one wants all the savages for himself. He must know something about the treasure that we don't.
Don't say a thing. Yes, we've got a native, and we were about to sell him, since he won't talk to us. But you seem to be doing so much better than us in this respect, since your savage speaks to you so trustingly. Since you know how to use their gifts too, that'd be worth a lot more than the handful of coins we get from selling him.
Whatever are you talking about?
As if he didn't know. Everyone knows that the islanders from Tier-for-D attract gold.
Indeed. And we know there are other natives lurking around here, which makes us all the more sure there's a fabulous treasure hidden in these ruins. My dear, you know all about these old stones. Isn't that true?
Ancient treasures are often hidden in the ruins of Astria, and I know that there are many artifacts to be found here. I read that some of Aleko's own possessions were kept here. My tutor also spoke of a particularly lavish temple adorned with a magnificent figurine.
Oh, there you have it! So, here's the deal. You use your treasure compass and bring us back some. Then we'll be more than happy to free your friend.
We'd like to see our friend first, to see that he's all right.
I don't see any harm in that. You'll see he's been treated well. We're not brutes. However, don't you go trying to do anything stupid. If you try to free him without holding up your end of the bargain, we won't think twice about using violence.
Walker, you've come back, and with more of my people. These men are crazy. I beg you, tell them to free me.
We're here to help. Are you all right?
They haven't treated me badly, but they're talking about selling me to the soldiers.
Quinnia de se foilegnes luchtos. Calendar ages lanent?
Calde solmad. Quies manas quels de se essa. Nas menin sientit oragides. Sag es volat embrogend a tu si tuchstad biade dwint. Es marigem de veru, var has feshon de vadedau dent krachranad. Tege den oile, de siglenach toredemen evridenemen nacham. Sag nas marag. Quelshid emes madent.
Quid sirt? Quod berdo avar?
Tege de he dunosid ole veregem en varem da eshidach. Es enedem dag enenab. Quien sacient on donne velu. De manatoigent esin anamendu. Nu boquen smeonem. Sin bargem tusignem de harolo moidi de esidach. Ataoi den samerame. Togdu veliden me queni de daroiden demda Boreid en de horegi wind hum koime. Karadem nasmeoden de herodem qua he dunoset. Olbud ole sonea en contortam.
C'est chaud.
Quid fravins de Satanea?
Esca hole mer. Second koime enedid esmeonen. Fravin queniet esed. Sagna fravin on quest mader casa. Anatui gon questa hefarnas jam radident. Nacoid ole jam radident slondem en vegem. Lima dividu de radidau quint. Anomene de rennau de dem. Es ent better kan. Rendur da kenne. Na meien de vee sa adiven.
Na brog. Origami is dagam de veru dat echter de isa.
It seems to me that I've shown enough kindness letting you chat. It's time to get to work now.
Na te getis dem casamera am.
We'll be back soon. Don't worry.
Yes, after all we have to do is find a treasure, a mere trifle.
J'ai un truc, l'épée d'Aleko, l'idole de bronze, la fausse statue. Ah. Ça
We
passe?
found this sculpture. We thought it was very beautiful.
It is indeed beautiful and surprisingly well preserved. It reminds me a great deal of a statue in the Prince's collection in Peren.
I suppose we better find another buyer in that case.
Oh, there'll be no shortage of them. To have a statue that can rival that of a prince, it'll certainly attract a lot of
Qu'est-ce qu'ils
interest.
sont bêtes?
Well, since you kept up your part of the bargain, I'll keep mine. Your friend is free to go. Take him with you and get out of here. We've got to prepare for our departure. What do you think, my dear? Where do you think is the best place to
J'ai bien fait du coup de me perdre
They've agreed to let you go.
et d'avoir trouvé le mec.
Thank you for persuading them. Thank you 1,000 times over. I don't know how you managed to understand them. I think these people are mad. Come on, let's go to our people. They'll make you feel right at home. You'll see. Let me see your map. This is where our camp is.
Ok, bah nickel ça. Ça peut être de l'autre côté. Peut-être que je devrais prendre la porte. Même si c'est un peu en dehors. Parce que là, à l'intérieur, je pense pas... Je pense pas, je vais tenter. Ah bah ça m'a l'air d'être ça, ouais. Effectivement, c'est bien caché. Refuge, nickel. Minerie à colle souffre, bracelet de l'amanite. Après ça, non. C'est immense, hein? C'est un sacré refuge. Bon.
Again, hadrek des brotumer. Berde haul fradem sadio, o berda has kagarantanui. You're the one Kenkel's worker, aren't you?
That's the nickname he gave me. My name is Ludwig.
Welcome, Ludwig. The things you brought us have been a great help. And I see that this time you've brought us some of our own people.
Yes, yes. Like you, they were taken from your island. They were imprisoned and escaped.
All our people are welcome here.
Ad Loredar dat agartamaval. Es me on ne donegad man a corei a shantaman lag. Com froingad on magranto, ja es donegad e corei samel, admach.
Este kagatakam. Thou degadu thou donegada menesa. And who are your other companions in this land?
I'm Alvida. I'm a Nod. We guide the great ships.
We all know what Nords are, unfortunately for us.
I'm sorry. I hope to atone for our sins by finding a way to get you back to your island.
A noble goal. A dream, even. I hope the winds and the earth will help you bring it to life.
My name is Fausta. I'm just a fugitive from Teleme.
We're happy to have you here. And even if we don't have much, we'll gladly share it. As you will soon learn for yourselves, our sanctuary is extremely precarious. Although we are free, we must remain hidden, or risk being imprisoned again. Some of our people are sick and weakened by the ordeal they've been through. And we are short on everything. Any help you can offer will be most welcome. But I don't want to burden you. You must be tired. I'll let you settle in and get to know each other.
Sympa. C'est là que je vais pouvoir parler.
Aridenger, esata harragau da eludem. Radita garat nilan kud galundar samelsa. Navrek sa enig. Es anum ya linet encome. Anum ya bert ad londem flan essa. And Walker, you came too.
I've still got a few things to check before we set off again.
I'm glad you've come all this way with us. Stay as long as you like.
How are you doing after all this excitement?
Fine, thanks to you. Those fools treated me well, but it wouldn't have lasted if they'd sold me. I'm a little afraid to go fishing in the same place again, though. I'll have to find another spot, and get someone to fix my harpoon. It suffered more from the fight than I did.
Tenter?
Would you like me to try and mend your harpoon? I come from a fishing village and I'm familiar with this variety of tools.
The shining scales. Yes, I heard. You could say we're lucky in our misfortune. Here you go.
It's lost a bit of its balance, but at least you'll soon be back to fishing.
Thank you very much. The winds that carried you to us were truly blessed.
Pourquoi je peux pas te parler? Pourquoi tu fuis? Il faut que j'appelle les compagnons ici. C'est avec qui que je pouvais parler? Lui, j'ai déjà fait. Ah.
I wanted to tell you how sorry I am about what happened to your friend Shada. Losing her must have been terrible. You were close, and she died in such an unfair, cruel way. I am so sorry for your loss. If you ever need someone to talk to, I'd be very happy to listen.
What were you doing on the ship that kidnapped us if you didn't approve of their actions?
When you're a common sailor, you can't choose which ship you embark on. And you can't choose your missions, or what you're transporting. Like most Nods, I disapprove of carrying forced passengers. And believe me, I said just that to my captain at the time. But alas, he's the kind of person who puts profit above conscience. Enriching the guild, rather than adhering to its original spirit. I'll do my best to redeem my people and convince them to stop the trafficking.
Have you and Sybil known each other for a long time?
We met a few years ago. when I was a deckhand on the ship that brought her to Alima. We hit it off right away. And we saw each other several times while she was working. We became friends. And when I was looking for a way to get you out of jail, she was the first person who came to mind. She's resourceful, but also funny. You should see her impression of her uncle. She's incredible.
I had no idea there were so many natives of my island on this continent. Did you know?
I suspected as much. I know the ship I served on is far from the only one transporting your people. Transporting. Kidnapping would be more accurate, wouldn't it? However, I would never have imagined that our crimes were so great. And that we'd brought so many here. It shames and angers me. I'm so dreadfully sorry that our guild is involved in this.
I won't bother you any longer.
See you soon.
Ok, je vais sûrement leur parler à tous. Oui.
I miss Shada so much. Sometimes something happens to us, and I go to tell her about it before realizing that she'll never be able to listen to me again. It's like a stab to the heart. Every time.
Why galas me oleg vridanam ger?
Faret es to samel sin. Nas to samel quen diam kladen de vriden an duben an etalemem. Es to sames aloban. Jam to klade vintan lau. Sista hawel de hetira renoixamen nama began, a goita kene.
Smeuns de doflanem. A de hedam?
Olei siu. A balden dani. A kantabeit end on olei hamsteram. Quan smeuin den eis diernem bocht. Maraduer samel kom. Quan sient nadach deis. Tausit magreda chaliedu. Ta sheda? Es mes quies. Boko vednik se. Oleg aru lambda nadach toame. Em abal samel sa. De denyasem ovunag. Ag anedargnet. En aglede mar en sa gaudam. Regt ma hanemam. Ose samel ma hirem, Fravins. Ato? Smeons dent eduvan?
Dire que vous ne les oublierez jamais, lui dire que vous préférez ne pas y penser, lui dire qu'il est temps de passer à autre chose. Bon, on les oubliera jamais.
Kagwano dachtom. Nasieint oleg vregu for smeuni wind habertas. Agen ole hamsteras jam rendem komole.
Es samel knedam jam ren. To ame, da he krechtom sam. Minund ni da holeg.
Plus 1, et donc.
What do you think about this continent they've brought us to?
Brought? Deported or thrown would be more correct. I don't know what to tell you. It's such a strange place. Everything is huge and ominous. Other than nature, which seems to be in constant suffering. The rivers are stale, the hills are bare, and the soil is poor. Here there is no healing song from the one of 1,000 faces. There is just an atrocious and deafening lament that echoes my own anger.
Wat veldes en boot contrean ir nes luchtos varsatir?
Na. Od vel duem bodonea oilio tokladunte nes henesem. Sog. Na dagom agoyetnem em fleuden de dahadgom frangi. Es an tu saudi. Samele toise medi koreina ui. Agan hamsteram sam. Es an targo kassin. Foret es slont em fodekt und ranes luchtos. Ag an kenaidun da doigi essa. Oila samel ni.
Mais il a raison.
Ja es kwelste vin valiem. De hedonea ja karent. Echter gwelshet vir da hadregau.
See you later.
Boy.
Ok, ça fait 2.
Hello, did you want something?
If I've understood correctly, you're from the land they call Dutan?
That's right. The Holy Dutan Empire. I suppose you'd like me to tell you more about it. It could be a beautiful place to live. It's vast, full of beautiful forests and rich lands. That's most likely because it's soaked in the blood of the poor souls who were sacrificed to the folly of the powerful. For my country has always been at war. Or at least it has been for so long that no person alive knows the meaning of the word peace. We're at war with the Alliance, of course, as the Dutan Empire follows the path of the Enlightened. But we are also at war with ourselves. Ever since a new holy man challenged the organization of all things spiritual as imposed by Ptolemy, the nobles and princes have taken sides, following whoever best serves their interests, of course. And as usual, the people are those who pay the price. Not only are they sent to the slaughter against the Alliance troops, they must also shed blood at home by killing their brethren in the service of the local noblemen and their loyalties of the day. A beautiful country indeed.
How long have you known Alvida?
It's been some time now. I've had dealings with Nauts on several occasions in the hope of using their ships. Those who agree to traffic contraband are few and far between, and they are unreliable. They're even more unscrupulous than I am. Alvida isn't one of them. She's not like that, and she let me know the moment we met. She's an idealist. I understand her point of view, and I think she understands mine. Though she doesn't approve of my dealings, she defends some causes that are dear to me. And now that she owes me, I know I can count on her help. Provided, of course, that what I ask for doesn't offend her vision of the Nauts.
Why did you become a smuggler?
I'd rather not discuss that if you don't mind, especially with someone I barely know. But since you're asking, I haven't always been a smuggler. I used to be a soldier. If you absolutely need a reason for what I do, just tell yourself that I've had my fill of the horrors of war. Or maybe you think I'm a coward, or that I'm only motivated by greed. I am what I am.
I think you mentioned you were a wanted man?
You can't be a smuggler without ending up on the hit list at some point. My trade annoys a lot of people, and the few attacks my friends and I carried out on convoys annoyed them even more. Put all that together and add in my past, and you'll find me at the top of the list. If you needed money and weren't wanted yourself, you could claim a handsome bounty by turning me in.
I've seen you use magic in battle. A different kind of magic.
Yeah, that's one of life's little jokes. I had no talent for it, or at least I never realized it when I was on the front lines. When I switched careers and my disgust for all that religious garbage was at its peak, I discovered I had a gift. Apparently, the Enlightened has a sense of humor. Now, I can do a little magic, but I can't use the rings. Even if I'd had this talent before, I would have never gotten very far in the Mateist hierarchy.
Okay.
As a smuggler, you are always on the move. What's that like? Isn't it tiring to live without any attachments?
It's not the life I would have chosen if I'd had the choice, you know? I would have liked a quiet life on a plot of land with my family. But the war stole that dream away from me. I was forced to follow the local noblemen into battle, and it was chaos. Nothing but blood and guts and death. Finally, I left all that, left everything behind, it's true. It haunts me every day, no matter how hard I try to survive. But the ties I once had cost me far too dearly. Or let's say they cost too much to the people I loved. Well, at least I'm not alone out here on the road anymore. You're here too, in spite of yourself. What's it like for you?
Voilà. J'allais dire que vous avez toujours des attaches, je veux dire que les vôtres vous manquent, lui répondre que tout comme lui vous survivez. Comme lui?
Like you, I'm just trying to survive. Trying not to think too much about what I've left behind. My island, my family. Even though it's also for them that I want to survive. I'm moving forward, one step at a time.
Sadly, that's just the way the world is. You seem to have understood that. It's hard, often exhausting, but at least you're not alone. You have companions, friends with you, people to support you. Don't forget that.
Plus 1. Ouf, j'ai eu peur.
We'll talk later.
I'll always be here if you need me.
Ensuite, on a elle.
What is it?
You say you hail from Teleme. What can you tell me about your country?
My country? It's almost strange to put it that way, even though it is true that I was born there. Teleme is vast, greener and less arid than Tynea. Numerous cities budding with towers and belfries pierce our horizons. The most magnificent among them is the capital, Montorga. The Council of Cardinals rules from there. They are both our highest political and religious authority, and they wield powerful magic. But that's a paltry description that lacks personality, isn't it? In truth, Teleme is vastly complex and utterly beautiful. I hope one day to return. The way the sunlight dances over the church rooftops at dawn is a warmth I often miss.
What are you doing in Tynea? Your countries are at war, are they not?
I had to leave my country. I was banished after an unfortunate incident. I could have gone to Peren. It would have been less of a challenge. I did in fact travel through there before arriving in Olima. But there were too many things that reminded me of my home country. And too many people from Teleme who bore grudges because of my actions. Going to Tynea was a risky leap into the complete unknown. But it offered me the chance to have a new life.
Do you know anything about the ruins here? They're different than the ruins in our homeland.
I don't know anything about the ruins in your lands. But these ruins are similar to all the ruins found in the southern parts of the continent. They are the marks of an ancient civilization that lived and thrived here long before us, the Astrians. In those days, they had managed to unite the entire continent under a single banner, which seems unthinkable today. But outside of a few surviving stories that speak of their celebrated general, I must admit that I don't know much else. Concerning these ruins in particular, they seem rather vast, and they were certainly the remains of a city in their time. Scholars from the Alliance love to study the stones in the hopes of finding some lost parcel of knowledge.
I crossed paths with missionaries from Teleme on Tir Freddy. They spoke of your religion, but what can you tell me about it?
You already know that we worship a god that we call the Enlightened, and that Saint Matthias, his prophet, converted us to worshipping him. The Enlightened blesses us with his light, the source of all life, and offers some the gift of magic. I'm no expert in theology. I wasn't much of a student on the subject. I have a more instinctive approach, despite my gift. But if you are truly interested in the topic, it won't be hard to find entire books on the subject.
Are you a believer as well?
Yes. Are you not yourself a believer, even though your divinity goes by a different name? How can one not believe when the Enlightened, or the god you worship, blesses you with the power to defy the laws of nature? I know well that the Alliance thinks it is nothing more than a phenomenon they've yet to explain. And I'm sure that in the end, a scientific explanation will be found for everything. But I do not share their opinion.
Ok.
I must leave you.
See you later.
Est-ce que j'ai parlé à tout le monde là? Lui c'est fait. Ah non, lui c'est fait. C'est pas les mêmes? Ils ont la même tête. Ok. Ici.
Ever quetsiad dad, siens tugiam na siens tranagu so ya an clywed end reduven.
Na faber quid du. Na fravins on quest.
Hages arulam to do linkwid au oilem en quincy de quese isadama da hanadislan.
No. San caurto. Sag nascent. Asa vegum nascent.
Les autorités ont jugé leur dispute entre Jérusalem sur les insulaires encore prisonniers.
If we are to take sides, you should tell us more about what you're arguing over.
I want to leave. I've spent enough time here recovering from our imprisonment. I know that more of our people are still prisoners, and I just can't sit here and do nothing about it.
And I want him to stay here with me. I'm afraid of this land that seethes with evil. I'm afraid of its violent inhabitants and what they might do to him. I don't want to lose my beloved because he wants to be a hero.
You say that more of our people are still prisoners. What do you know about it?
I know that when I escaped from the place where I was locked up, there were others who couldn't follow me. I can't imagine how they're suffering right now. Some were already gravely ill.
Where was it?
It was near their very large village, in huge rooms dug into the ground. I couldn't show you on a map, but I think I could find my way back.
You say you suffered. You weren't locked up with your husband?
No. When the journey on the great ship was over, I was taken to a place with the other women and young boys. A merchant traded us one after the other like goods. A man took me away and... I don't want to talk about what he did to me, I can't. But I know that people in this land are evil, and I never ever want to go through that again. And I don't want Virgo to leave me all alone.
Is this camp really safe?
Yes, we've been here for weeks, and no one has ever bothered us.
We've been hiding here like rats, only going out at night to find a bit of food. That's no way to live. And who's to say we won't be found sooner or later?
We won't stay here forever. Rumor has it that you're going to help us get back to Tefradi, right?
Indeed. My Nord friend has promised to do everything in her power to ensure that we can return home.
You see? Why risk our lives when we could just wait?
Tentez de le convaincre de partir ensemble pour sauver les insulaires. Leur dire de rester ensemble à l'abri ici. Leur dire de se débrouiller. L'air de partir ensemble avec moi? Ou ils partent ensemble que tous les deux? Partir ensemble. En fait, ça dépend si je peux les accompagner, parce que sinon, ils vont mourir. Puis ça, le mec, il va devenir fou s'il doit rester là. Et en même temps, je peux comprendre, vu ce qu'elle a subi, que je peux pas la forcer à repartir. Je tenterais bien ça, parce que je me dis que je vais pouvoir les accompagner. Mais en vrai, si je peux pas les accompagner... C'est chaud. Alors que là, si je leur dis de rester, est-ce que je peux les sauver après moi-même? Si je leur dis... ça se trouve, je vais leur dire, bah restez là, tous les deux, restez en sécurité, et moi j'y vais. Peut-être faire ça.
Virgil, I understand your point of view and your desire to save our kinfolk, but Sidmat has suffered enough. After what she's been through, she needs you. She needs your support and your presence.
She's right. Don't leave me all alone. Without you, I don't know what will happen to me. I'm so scared when we're apart.
My beloved, I'm sorry. I was only thinking of those I left behind. I hate that I didn't save them.
With my friend's help, we might be able to find them and rescue them. You can tell us how to get to them. but you must stay here with the woman you love.
You're right. I've behaved like a blind fool. Forgive me, my beloved. And thank you for your wise words.
Ah, nickel, je vais pouvoir les sauver. Au moins, je suis sûre d'avoir moins de morts sur les bras. Ok, faut que je me repose. Par les marchands. Pas besoin. Ok, bon bah on va pouvoir dormir. Ah, il y avait elle aussi.
Now that we're a safe distance from the prison, I imagine you're expecting me to introduce myself? Sybil de Vespe, at your service.
De Vespe? As in the family who rules Peren?
The same. I'm the niece of Prince Alexandre. And in case you were wondering, I'm just as diabolical and manipulative as he is. Everyone fears me. But what about you? Who are you? Some terrible criminal?
I'm Fausta. I was born in Teleme and banished from there as well. I wound up in jail for having seen too much. I was accused of spying for my motherland. You can decide if that's terrible or not.
I must admit, I thought you would have taken flight as soon as you got out of jail.
I'm in good company. Why would I run?
Your plan worked perfectly, Sybil. Thank you. We would never have made it without you.
It did, didn't it? I'm rather proud of myself, especially since it was my first jailbreak. But you must have questions. Who is this mysterious woman, really? How does she manage to remain so elegant after crossing through the sewers in half of Taimia?
Why did you come and free us from prison?
Because it was fun, of course. Like any spoiled noblewoman, I'm desperately bored, and any distraction is welcome. I jest. I simply did my best to respond adequately to my good friend Alvida's request. I wouldn't refuse your thanks, but it would be more fitting for you to thank our kind-hearted Naut.
I told you. I feel responsible for what happened to them. Those monsters used our ships to rip them away from their land. Their friend died on one of our ships. I couldn't let them die in that horrible prison.
You've proven my point, Alvida. You've got a heart of gold, and a delightfully idealistic view of the Nauts.
How did you manage to enter the prison? You didn't poison all the guards?
No, as you were able to see for yourself. It just so happens that I was, a diplomat in Alima. I was a representative of the merchant congregation there. It gave me a number of privileges, including the right to visit most of the city's official buildings.
You seem quite well equipped for a diplomat.
I'm a de Vespe. We're born with a sword in one hand and a vial of poison in the other.
Why did you come with us? Someone like you must have better things to do than follow a group of freshly escaped Tirfredians.
Better things to do, perhaps, but this journey has an absolutely delicious taste of adventure about it. But alas, the truth is far more mundane. After organizing your escape, it would have been difficult for me to keep my position as a diplomat. And besides, let's just say that Alima's climate was beginning to take a toll on my health.
Ok.
Let's talk about it later.
Always at your service.
Your Tirsimat, how do you feel?
To be finally free and surrounded by friends does wonders. But this earth has brought me some very mysterious dreams.
To me too. Dreams full of darkness and anger.
Many Donegada feel the same thing. This earth is sick.
Sick? What do you mean?
It's difficult to explain it to
Oh.
someone who is not bound.
When we were on our island, the bond gave us a feeling of...
Oh, no! 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 Maru! Matilda Diana.
Incredible. Shoot, but do not kill it. I want that thing alive.
Careful! She has lost all control of herself.
Ok. Pour faire réagir rapidement votre groupe à différentes situations qui peuvent intervenir pendant votre combat, vous pouvez utiliser les ordres tactiques. Ordre tactique est un raccourci de groupe qui permet d'accéder à tous les ordres tactiques par un seul raccourci. Tenir la position, donc flèche de bas, ordonne au personnage contrôlé de rester en place et ne pas suivre ses adversaires s'ils sortent de sa portée d'attaque. Réactiver l'ordre annule la restriction. Retrait. Le personnage contrôlé effectue un saut en arrière pour se repositionner. Diminue également l'agressivité des ennemis à son égard. Ralliement. Ordonne à toute l'équipe d'aller se regrouper à l'endroit ciblé. Une fois sur place, ordre tactique, tenir la position est automatiquement appliqué. Tous sur ma cible. Ordonnez à tous les personnages non contrôlés du groupe d'attaquer les mêmes adversaires que celui ciblé par le personnage contrôlé. Relève-toi. Le personnage contrôlé revient au secours d'un compagnon inanimé, permettant de le remettre sur pied avec un très faible montant de vie.
It's no use. We cannot fight it. We must flee. Let's head for that boat.
Pas très rassurant.
What the? Oh no! To the boats! Run! Everyone run! Help!
Hurry up. Everyone is aboard.
Hang in there, son.
Damn it. She followed us.
Get up, son. Hurry. Oh, no.
Il va pas venir dans notre bateau, ce traite.
Come aboard, soldier. I'm not going to let you die. Take my hand.
Elle va être bloquée dans sa transformation.
Watch out! It's going to get rough.
Ahanen wen Shaimar. Fargis.
C'est vrai que ce genre de bateau avec cette tempête, c'est chaud.
You saved us. Not yet. Kitssunx, my homeland.
Happy to be back on solid ground.
Welcome home, Alvida, and welcome to your guest. It was quite a feat to reach the island in that nutshell. An accomplishment worthy of a great captain. Speaking of which, you have been summoned by the Council of Admirals. Don't keep them waiting.
Thank you. I'll go and see them as soon as possible. You should come with me. I'm going to need to introduce you in any case. You are my guests here.
Very well. Lead the way.
Ouais, c'est bon.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Ouais, je pense qu'on peut se continuer un peu. Je sais pas. Est-ce que pour un chapitre, on s'arrêterait pas là? Oh. C'est vrai, je pense que ça peut être pas mal. Du coup, prochain live de faire la suite. Ça pourrait être genre une île, un live. En même temps, j'ai envie de continuer. Il est addictif ce jeu. Je pense que je vais aller au moins au conseil. Et puis je vais m'arrêter là. C'est beau chez eux. Le conseil nous attend. Je préfère éviter de les faire attendre.
Enter through here. The Council of Admirals awaits you.
Ils sont stylés.
Welcome home, Alvida, and welcome to you traveling with her.
Kitssunx is delighted to have you here.
However, Alvida, you haven't been summoned here just to exchange pleasantries. Rather, we would like to understand how you got here.
Well, we had to leave the Tynean coast quickly. We had no choice but to take a fisherman's skiff. It's small, but strong. I thought I'd head straight for Kitssunx, and that's what I did. I know the stars and the currents like the back of my hand, so I had no trouble finding my way back to our island.
You made it through the Serpent's fans in this nutshell, without losing a passenger.
That's right. My companions can confirm that we didn't lose anyone at sea.
Although it's unfortunate that you had to borrow this vessel, you've accomplished quite a feat in sailing it all the way here.
No one has managed to sail through the Fangs in such a small boat in over 100 years.
It seems only logical to me that we should nominate our Nort sister
Whoa.
Alvida for the title of captain, so that she might have a decent ship at last.
I second this proposal. Let's give her a ship.
I also support this proposal. She shall have her ship.
Very well. I am recording our North sister Alvida in the
Oh,
register
ça c'est
as
pas
a
mal
new
comme
captain.
promotion.
You'll be able to return to the sea soon, Alvida. As soon as we can get you a ship. In the meantime, you'll have to add to your tattoos. You know where to go. We've already informed the Ink Mistress. Your friends can go with you, or they can wait for you at the inn. Remember that on this island, as when at sea, you are responsible for your guests, since they aren't Nords.
The council has ruled and adjourned. Away.
Ok, bah du coup je vais m'arrêter là avec cette belle promotion. Je vous dis à la prochaine fois. Merci d'avoir regardé. Puis bah ciao ciao.